can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. We are here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? Appreciate everybody tuning in. What's good? So today we're going to be talking about when a woman thinks she's better than you, this bullshit is going to happen. I'm going to tell y'all. It's going to be crazy. Shout out to my lovely lady April MC in the building. What's going on? Shout out to Duke Alex, Navin Johnson. What's going on? Studio Her Music in the building. Call me Jay, Coffee Brown. What's going on? Scales Fitness in the building. June Sports, Kid Frankie. What's going on, man? Who else we got up in here? Shout outs to Mark Tavius in the motherfucking building. Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. What's going on? Who else we got up in here? Shout outs to Emmanuel. What's going on with your wicked scorpion in the building? What's good with your man? Nathan Wong is up in here. So today, let me real quick before we get into all that, you already know what we got to do. Let's get to the things that we got to do right here. So make sure you guys go to Cunningham Elements. Get the Masculine Identity soap, get the parfum, and get the shea butter. And remember, there's only a few jars of the shea butter left because shea butter season's about to be over. So make sure you guys go to CunninghamElements.com and get that shit ASAP. Let's go. Let's make that happen. Also, make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com. You feel what I'm saying? Get the online dating consultation. Get the massive game collection. Get Master the Vetting Process, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day, ebook, audiobook. Get Looks Don't Matter, Master Approaching Women, the Game Kings documentary, the Bad Boy book, 60-second game, How to Have a Successful Non-Monogamous Relationship, the Bad Boys Guide to Dating, the Game Kings 2 seminar, the Bad Boys seminar, the Truth About the Game seminar, How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women seminar, Manhood in a Game seminar, the Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, and Reclaim the Game seminar. All of this is on shoplocario.com. If you are not on here, you are missing the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure that you guys go to MasculineIdentityMembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership so that you guys can get on the Zoom calls with Miles every Monday. So make sure you guys do that. Get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure you guys go to Bad Boy Membership where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials. And I actually just dropped my new Bad Boy Membership program. This one's called Women Come and Go, How to Stay Emotionally Unshaken When She Walks Away. You feel what I'm saying? So this one right here is important because I talk about different things that you can do, different mindsets that you need to have to deal with women when they leave you. You understand? So this could be a chick that you really liked, that you saw on a date twice or whatever, then she stopped fucking with you. This could be a girlfriend that left you. This could be a wife that left you. This could be a chick you were dating that left you. How to deal with this shit without getting depressed, without fucking, getting angry and all this other shit. I talk about different ways to make this happen. So make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com right now so that you can check that program out. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure that you guys go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. You feel what I'm saying? Patreon.com/Mr. Locario. To get on the Bad Boy Show. Get on the Bad Boy Show with myself and Miles. We on that Bad Boy Show. We do this every week. You feel what I'm saying? We talk about current events. We spit some heavy game on the Bad Boy Show. So make sure that you guys go and join the Patreon to get that cracking and get that going. You feel me? All right. So, guys, call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. Make sure you guys donate before you call up. And today's going to be a short show. It's not going to be too long. So if you want to call up now. You feel what I'm saying? Because we're going to be on here for like maybe an hour, less than an hour, probably. But make sure you guys, get that in. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys do that and get that going. All right. So let's talk about this. Title of the show is When a Woman Thinks She's Better Than You, This Happens. So what is the thing that happens when a woman thinks she's better than you, right? So what happens is that when a woman thinks she's better than you, right, she is going to basically use you and disrespect you. Why? Because she doesn't like, respect, or she's not attracted to guys that she thinks she's better than, right? Now, understand this. The only reason a woman thinks she's better than you, though, is because of your behavior. That's it. I'm going to say it again. The only reason a woman thinks she's better than you is because of your behavior. So based on how you interact with a woman, right, that's going to make her think that she's better than you, right? Because this is the thing. When women are attracted to men, they're attracted to men that they think either the man is better than her. So she's like, oh, this guy is better than me. So therefore, I want to be with him because I feel like he will be an upgrade, right? Or she might be attracted to a guy where she kind of thinks they're on the same level, but she would prefer the dude that she thinks is better than her, right? Now, what happens is this, is that when you guys are out here interacting with women, there are certain things that you're doing, certain behaviors that you're displaying that make a woman think that she's better than you. So what happens is that you are the one that creates the situation where the woman thinks she's better, right? So for example, let's say you meet a woman, right? And you say some stupid shit like, oh, hey, like, let's say you're on a date with this chick and you say some stupid shit like, oh man, I really appreciate you coming on this date. I usually don't go out with girls as pretty as you. You feel what I'm saying? You say some stupid shit like that, right? So she's going to think she's better than you because you're basically putting her on that pedestal. You see what I'm saying? If you're the type of guy who's buying a woman flowers on the first date, if you're the type of guy who's being the super nice guy, you're the type of guy who's courting a woman, right? She's going to think she's better than you. Right. Sometimes what will happen is that you'll be talking to women, at a bar, at a club, in the street, wherever. And what happens is that the chick, she will give you sort of this like either standoffish energy, or she'll talk to you or interact with you like she's sort of doing you a favor, like just off jump. Right now, why does this happen? A lot of times this happens because a woman's experience is most of the guys that interact with her, most of the guys that she comes into contact with, she thinks she's better than those guys. So when you approach her and you talk to her, she believes you're just another guy that she's better than. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why she thinks she's better than most guys is because most guys don't have game. So therefore, most guys put her on a pedestal. So of course she's going to think she's better than men in general. So when she interacts with a guy, she's expecting a guy just to roll out the red carpet, do all this extra shit for her, give her all this attention, put her on that pedestal, kiss her ass, do all these things. The problem is that when a woman sees a guy like this, or she encounters men where she thinks she's better than the guy, she's going to not be attracted to that dude. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that you got to make sure that you understand this, because you have to think about, hey, what am I doing to make a woman think that she's better than me, which is why I'm getting a particular type of treatment from a woman in most cases, right? So a lot of times dudes will make mistakes and not even know that they're making mistakes, which is going to make the woman think she's better than you. Like, for example, like I was talking to one of my clients, and he said that he was like, yo, Locario, I don't understand what's going on here. Like, I'm going out, I'm talking to these women, I'm flirting with them, I'm building the sexual tension, and everything seems cool. But for some reason, things aren't working out or whatever, right? So as we started talking more, right, I told him, okay, give me a scenario of the last time you talked to a chick and try to make something happen, right? So he said, yeah, so I met the girl. I met some random girl at the spot. We talked, we was flirting or whatever. And then we exchanged information and shit. So then he said that he hit her up or texted her or some shit, right? So then she said to him in a text, hey, I can't really talk right now, but call me tomorrow, right? So this is what she said. She says, I can't talk right now, call me tomorrow. So then he said, I called her the next day, but she didn't pick up the phone, right? Now, what was his mistake in that situation? I want y'all to think about this. What was his mistake in that situation where that situation fell by the wayside, right? Exactly. Wicked Scorpion already know. So she told him what to do, and he did it. She said, call me tomorrow, and he called her tomorrow. He called her the next day. So he basically followed her instructions. He followed her lead. She was leading him. So when you're following a woman's lead, she's going to think she's better than you. You understand what I'm saying? So he didn't realize that he made this mistake. The mistake made the woman perceive herself as better than him. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times you guys will do things where you don't realize that the message you're sending to the woman is she's better than you. You see what I'm saying? So for example, let's say, I've seen even like the pickup artists do this stupid shit where they'll double and triple text the woman. Right? They'll double and triple text the woman. Bruh. Right? And so the message you're sending to the woman when you're double and triple texting her is that she's better than you. Why? Because you're chasing her. See, what you guys have to understand when it comes to the game is, right? You have to understand how the power dynamic in the situation, right? The position that you're in relation to the position that she's in. So what happens is that when a woman is interacting with you and you are putting yourself in a position under her, she's going to think she's better than you. And then when she thinks she's better than you, she's going to not be attracted to you. It's impossible for a woman to be attracted to a man she thinks she's better than. It's that simple. Now, when it comes to this, it's not about you putting on a show or putting on an act or purposely trying to do something like, I got to make sure I do this so that she, doesn't think, doesn't think that that she's better than me. I got to make sure. No, it's not about that. This is really simple. See, whenever you're dating a woman and dealing with a woman on your terms, she can never think she's better than you. This is why we tell you guys to only date women on your terms. Because when you date women on your terms, that means she has to follow your lead. She has to go in the direction that you're going in. So automatically what happens is that she can't think she's better than you because she has to follow you. See, when you guys follow women, the women are going to think they're better than you. See, the entire idea, for example, of, a woman telling you, let's wait to have sex. You know why she's telling you, let's wait to have sex? Because she thinks she's better than you. She's saying, I know you want my pussy, so I'm going to make you wait. And you want my pussy because I'm better than you. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you're so thirsty for my pussy, because I'm better than you. Oh, you want a trick? You want to pay for the pussy. Okay. See, you're paying for the pussy. Why? Because I'm better than you. You see what I'm saying? See, why would you pay for the pussy? See, you're paying for the pussy because you say, well, she's more valuable than me. Because look, she got a pussy, I got a dick. So that should have been an even exchange, correct? But I'm going to pay for the pussy. I'm going to pay to fuck because my dick is worthless and your vagina is the shit. So I have to pay because you're better than me. You see how many moves dudes make that make the woman perceive herself as better? Oh, you want to simp? Okay, cool. So you're up there, kissing her ass and bending over backwards and, rolling out the red carpet and buying her flowers and spending a bunch of time on the phone with her and, talking to her back and forth. So you're doing all these things. You're simping. So when you're simping, what you're doing is you're bending over backwards for the chick. You're putting her on a pedestal. So of course she's going to think she's better than you. You see how that works? And then so when a woman thinks that she's better than you, what's going to happen is one of two things, right? Either she's going to outright reject you or she's going to use you. That's all that's going to happen when a woman thinks she's better than you. She's going to reject you off the rip or she's going to use you. See, and the funny part is rejecting you is better than her using you. You understand what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. Right? Because what happens is that a lot of guys get mad or get upset when a woman rejects them. But what you got to understand is that the rejection is actually better than her using you. Because if she uses you, right, there's so many different ways that she can use you that's going to benefit her, but give you nothing. You understand? It's actually going to take away from you. It's going to drain you. So a woman could use you by pretending that she's interested in you and stringing you along, making you think that you might get some pussy. This is why the chick will be like, oh, let's wait. I'm not that type of girl. You gotta get to know me. Let's talk more. All these different things. That's her using you. Or she'll use you on some friend zone shit. She'll be like, oh, well, I'm actually not looking for any type of relationship thing right now, but we could be friends. And because you're a moron, you ain't got no game, you agree to be friends with her. Now you're in the friend zone. Now she's using you because she thinks she's better than you. See, even think about the concept of the friend zone, right? All the friend zone is a chick basically telling you she's better than you because you initially tried to make something happen on a romantic sexual tip and she declined, but said, you can do this instead. And then you agreed to do that thing, which is the friend zone. And so therefore you're in a position that she put you in. Why? Because she thinks she's better than you. You understand what I'm saying? She thinks she's better than you. See, what happens is that a lot of guys, the reason why a lot of these dudes, like to, let's say, for example, get a lot of money. They want to get clout and shit, or, dudes are looks maxing and all this other stuff, right? It's because on a surface level, they think that gives them a leg up, right? Now, what will happen is that the woman, right, she'll use those guys for those things, right? Follow what I'm about to say. She will use those guys for those things. So she'll use the guy with the money. She'll use the guy with the status and the clout, right? Even sometimes she'll just use a guy because he looks good, right? On some ego shit. But check this out. When you attract a woman with those things, follow what I'm saying. When you attract a woman with those things, you attract a woman with your money, you're attracting a woman with your clout, with your status, and all these things, right? When you're attracting a woman with those things and she decides to interact with you, right? That doesn't necessarily mean she likes you, but it means she's just interacting with you because of those things. But check this out. The woman still thinks she's better than you. Why? Because you had to have all those things just to quote unquote equal to her level. Don't follow what I'm saying here. You had to have all these things to basically get up to her level. So for example, you have a guy who has a yacht and he has some young, hot 19, 20-year-olds on the yacht, right? So he had to work hard, make money to get the yacht. The 19-year-old just had to exist. So essentially, she's still better than you because you had to do all of this and she had to do nothing. You understand? So she's on your yacht because she's just a hot 19-year-old. But you had to get the yacht. You understand what I'm saying? So she's still better than you. She's still seeing it as, oh, well, you have to do all this to get access to me. Yacht guy, the guy with the yacht and the car and all that. You still have to get all this to fuck with me. That's what she's basically saying. And you hear this all the time. Women are like, oh, well, he got to make 6 figures and he got to do this and he got to do that and blah, 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 blah. So basically what she's saying is, because I'm better than you, nigga, you got to have all this shit. That's why the red pill always talk about that shit where they say, well, women are born with value and men have to create their value. See, that statement right there is basically saying she's better than you. If she's born with her value, but you have to create your value, she's better than you, right? You see what I'm saying? Like this is real simple. This is why a good majority of men have problems in the dating game. Is because you guys don't realize that men in you know, the mass of males, I should say, created this environment. You understand? And society co-signed this environment. You see what I'm saying? And this is why you're supposed to only deal with women on your terms, because what's going to happen is that sometimes women are going to come to the situation with that agenda, her own agenda. This is why I tell you guys not to focus too much on choosing signals or a woman trying to approach you or a woman coming up to you first. This is why I said that means nothing, because she's coming to you with those thoughts of her being better than you in the first place. You understand? So this is why you need to only date women on your terms, because when a woman encounters you, she has to realize and recognize from the jump that it's your way or the highway. That's it. Because if you know, in any form of fashion, have this woman thinking that, oh, I can just get over on this dude, or I could just do whatever I want. I could just make anything happen. If you are encountering a woman and she has that idea, she's going to treat you like a guy that she thinks she's better than. That's why when you first talk to women, that's why when you first encounter women, interact with women, right? She has to recognize that you're that guy from the jump, right? It's in the way you walk, talk, smell, look, the behavior, the energy, all those things happening all at once. She recognizes, oh, he's not like the rest of these motherfuckers. So either I gotta get with what he's talking about, or I can't fuck with this nigga. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? But the problem is that most guys continue, or they consistently take action that makes women think that they're better than them. You see what I'm saying? So this is why it's important for you to have game, because when you have game, a woman, when she encounters you, she recognizes that she has to get with your program or she can't fuck with you. You understand? And that separates you from all the other guys out there who don't have game. You see what I mean? So the problem is that you have too many guys out here who they do all these things and they don't realize how the perception a woman has of them. They don't realize that what they're doing is creating a story in the woman's mind of who she thinks you are, right? Based on your behavior. And dudes think it's not a big deal. You know, what's the big deal? I just paid, $300 for a first date. It's not a big deal. I got the money. It ain't tricking if you got it and all that other shit. But now you put her on the pedestal and she thinks she's better than you. So what happens is when a woman thinks she's better than you, her behavior and how she deals with you and how she interacts with you is coming from that premise. It's just like, for example, when the guys, these pickup artist dudes talk about shit tests, right? They're like, oh, you got to pass a woman shit test, right? If you're trying to pass her test, then what does that mean? That means she's better than you. When you're in school, right? And the teacher gives you a test, right? The teacher is the one who is in the position of authority. The teacher is the one who has the knowledge. They have more knowledge than you. That's why they're teaching you. So the teacher's giving you the test. So who is in the better position, the student or the teacher? See, the one giving the test is better. You understand what I'm saying? So in the dynamic of the student and the teacher, what happens is the perception is the teacher is better. The teacher is giving the test. So if the woman is shit testing you, that means she is better than you because she's the one giving the test. You see what I'm saying? She's the one testing you. So she's better. And so when you try to pass a woman's shit test, you failed. You see what I'm saying? That's the ironic part about trying to pass a woman's shit test. If you pass a woman's shit test, you failed. Because you're playing the game based on her. You're doing it on her terms. And that's why she thinks she's better than you, because she can get you to jump through hoops. You see what I'm saying? She can get you to go through a test in order to get to her. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing that you guys got to understand. See, a lot of these dudes don't realize that they make shit difficult for themselves based on their mentality and their mindset. Because what happens is that a lot of guys think they have game because what they're really doing is just chasing a woman and putting her on a pedestal. They think that's what game is, right? So they think they have game because, oh, I talked to this girl. She gave me a shit test. I passed her shit test. And then I kept talking to her. And then after I talked to her for 3 hours at the bar, then I finally took her home and smashed. So these niggas think they winning. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, bro. And so what they don't understand is that The fact that it took them 3 hours to even get the chick back to the crib, the fact that they had to pass the shit test, all of that meant she thinks she's better than you. Why? Because you had to spend 3 hours. She basically said, look, I'm going to give you a test. And now, after you pass that test, you're going to have to spend 3 hours talking to me to convince me to give you this pussy that you want so bad. I'm better than you. You see what I'm saying? It's really that simple. See, now, what you got to understand is that when you deal with women on your terms, like I said, there's no way for her to perceive herself as better than you. Because she has two choices. Fuck with you or don't. And when I say fuck with you, I'm talking about she needs to follow your program. So she either follows your program or she can't see you. That's it. So this is why we tell you guys, you give a woman an opportunity. The opportunity is that you have an opportunity to fuck with a man. Right? So either you're going to take it or leave it. Right? That right there makes her say, oh, okay, well, in order for me to be here and get the value that comes with, interacting with a man, I have to submit. I have to be under his program. So how can she think she's better than you when she's under your program? It's impossible. But see, when you're under her program, when you're submitting to her, of course she's going to think that she's better than you. Bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Of course she's going to think she's better than you because you're submitting to her. Right? So, she says, let's wait to have sex. You're like, okay. So you're submitting to her. She's better than you. You say, let's go get drinks. She says, oh, I don't drink. Can we get dinner instead? You're like, okay, she's better than you. You understand what I'm saying? You're like, yo, let's go out and get some coffee. I don't do coffee dates. You need to take me out to dinner. As a matter of fact, I need you to send me $25 to get my hair and nails did. You're like, okay, she's better than you. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that your behaviors, the things that you're doing, the things that you're saying, right, is going to give her the perception and the perspective that she's better, that she's going to think, oh, he should be lucky I'm even talking to him. He needs to do all these things for me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where you guys get caught up, because a lot of you guys, because you guys, get so caught up in a woman's physical appearance, right? You're like, oh, she's hot. She's a baddie. So therefore, because she's a baddie, I'm going to do something different with her, because the girls who are like average looking, I'll take the average girl out to coffee. But the baddie, though, I got to take her to dinner, man. I got to find a nice restaurant. I got to impress her. I got to do all this stuff because I got to compete with all these other guys, because all the other guys are going to do all this other stuff for her. So I got to compete with this baddie, right? So again, your mindset has you've already been programmed to think she's better than you. That's why you're doing something different for the baddie. That's why you feel like you need to switch it up for the hot chick. Why? Because you think the hot chick's better than you. Niggas be like, oh, well, dudes be talking about, dealing with chicks. Oh, but they say, oh, but can you get the 8s, 9s, and 10s, bro? But can you get the hot chicks? Can you get the baddies, bro? Can you get the 8s, 9s, and 10s, bro? See, when you say stupid shit like that, you've already said that she's better than you. You've already said that these women are better than you, because you've put them on a pedestal. You said, well, she's an 8, 9, and 10. So therefore she's special. She's special. Right? Oh, you can't do this with this type of girl. You can't just hook up with this type of girl. You got to do this, and that, because you think she's better than you. See, what's funny? And I hear this all the time. I've heard this a bazillion times in damn near 2 decades of coaching. Is guys will say, you know, Locario, I have a hard time getting the 8s, 9s, and 10s. But you know, the 5s and the 6s, it's, you know, it's cool. But for some reason, the 8s, 9s, and 10s is hard for me to get. You know why? You know why it's hard for them to get the 8s, 9s, and 10s, and the 4s and the 5s and the 6s is not a big deal. It's not that difficult. It's because these motherfuckers, they think the 8, 9s, and 10s are better than them, and then they think they are better than the 4s, 5s, and 6s. I'm saying it again. So these guys think the 8s, 9s, and 10s are better than them, and then these guys think that they are better than the 4, 5s, and 6s. So what happens is that when they deal with the quote unquote 4s, 5s, and 6s, it's not as difficult to get those women or attract those women. Why? Because when they interact with those women, they don't put them on a pedestal. When they interact with those women, they think that they're already better than those women, so they act accordingly. But as soon as they dealing with a 8, 9, or 10, oh, she's a baddie. Oh, I got to roll out the red carpet. Oh, we got to take her to Roof Chris. Oh, I got to do this. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know what the fuck to do. They're all nervous and shit. Their palms are sweaty, knees weak, and all that shit on some Eminem shit. Throwing up mom spaghetti. He's nervous. That's what niggas do when they around the baddies, right? Because they think the baddies are better than them. That's why niggas be getting so excited. Yo, but can you get the baddies though, bro? Can you get the hot chicks, bro? That's why when when dudes who don't have game, talk about hot chicks and all that, they feel it's justified to trick and simp. Why? Because they think the women are better than them. So they think I got to do more to get the baddies. You know, in order to get the hot chicks, I got to do this, and that because I ain't shit. You understand? I ain't nothing. Why would she want me? She's way better than me. She's out of my league. That whole phrase, she's out of my league. What the fuck does that mean? That means she's better than you, correct? So you think she's better than you. And so when you interact with her, she's going to think she's better than you because you're going to be acting like she's out of your league. You see what I'm saying? See, guys, the game is psychological, man. And so how you view yourself and how you think about yourself is going to play out in the interaction you have with the woman. And what plays out, your behavior, is going to give her a certain perception of you. And then that's going to make her say, oh, he's a loser. He's one of these guys. He's a trick. He's a simp. You know, I'm better than this guy. I could get him to do whatever I want. So let me decide, am I going to reject him or am I going to use him? You see what I'm saying? That's how this shit goes. You feel what I mean? That is how the shit goes. And so, again, most of the problems that you have with women in the dating game is because she thinks she's better than you. But the reason why she thinks she's better than you is because of your behavior. You see what I'm saying? So the response you're getting back from women is directly tied to how you're showing up in this situation. And if you show up as a guy who has no game, guess what? Women are going to think they're better than you and they're going to treat you like shit. You understand? That's how it works. And what's going to happen is going to be a vicious cycle because when she treats you like shit, that's going to make you think that she is better than you, that she's out of your league. And then you're going to do the same thing over and over again. You're going to put the next hot chick on a pedestal, right? She's going to treat you like shit. And then you're going to feel like, oh, she's out of my league. Then you're going to think, oh man, I gotta get my money up. I got to get my status up. I got to start looks maxing, right? So then you start doing all this stuff for women, right? But remember, every time you're doing these things or while you're making this happen, you're just continuing to reinforce to yourself that she's better than you, and she's going to continue to think that she's better than you because you're not requiring her to actually do anything to get to you, but you are doing the requirements that you think you need to do in order to get with her. You understand? So you're like, oh, well, she's a baddie, so I got to get my money up. She's a baddie, so I got to get a yacht. I got to get all this jewelry. I got to make sure that I got high status. I got to make sure that I looks max to the nth degree. I got to do all these things to get her, to stay in the same room with her, to breathe her ear. But, you know, because she's just so amazing. You understand? And so what happens is you're actually the one telling the woman that she's better than you through your actions. You understand? You meet a chick and you tell her, hey, you should come on my yacht tomorrow. What? So the yacht that you paid for, that you worked hard to get, you just met this woman 5 minutes ago and you're telling her to come to your yacht tomorrow, so she deserves to be on your yacht tomorrow? Oh yeah, she does deserve it. Why? Because she's fucking better than you. You see what I'm saying? This is what a lot of these dudes don't understand out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. It is terrible. Listen, man. I tell you, it's gonna be a short show today. I'm about to wrap this up. But because we gotta do the Bad Boy show in a little while. This is why I tell y'all guys, go to patreon.com /Mr. Locario to get on the Bad Boy show so that you guys can get up on that game. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And also tomorrow, so tomorrow's Thursday, so I'm gonna be back on tomorrow too. Make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com, badboymembership.com, cunninghamelements.com, and masculineidentitymembership.com. All right, and that's pretty much it, guys. I'm out of here. And I will holler at y'all later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. These hoes fucking with their nose and their lips and they go around thinking that they hot shit. They cutting up their whole face, new tits look fake. Bitch, you need to stop it. You're getting Botox, trying to look young sounds fun until it's not it. You think you look better think again, because bitch, you are not lit. What the fuck's this about? You're so fucked and I doubt you don't even realize you don't look human. Lip injections look like you got punched in the mouth. That's that self-hate shit. That's what you do when you think you ain't shit. Only the real relate with what I say. Haters hate, I say this. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit. Why are y'all so drastic? Your body is plastic, your mental is that sick. Not being dramatic, but one wrong move and you'll be in the casket. Y'all in a place where I can't be in. I'm a champion. I love myself. I'm happy in the skin I'm in. Why you wanna be in the skin of a Kardashian? Even these males want a facelift. They wanna be like a fake bitch. They wanna fake it till they make it. The fake call me a hater, but the only thing I hate is fakeness. That's the self-hate shit. That's what you do when you think you ain't shit. Only the real relate with what I say. Haters hate, I say this. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit.